Good morning. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Are you grateful today? Can I teach you a little chant? It just goes, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. It's a healing day, isn't it? This healing, this healing, this healing day. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this. Sing that again now. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing. This healing, this healing, healing day. This healing, this healing. All right, how about thank you for my friends? Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Oh, don't look at the screen. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious. How about our health? Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant. All right, thank you for this day. And thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Dancing is allowed if you want to get up and move. Thank you for the healing. This healing, this healing, healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. One more time. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you, Spirit.
Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa, where we say all races and ethnicities are welcome here. All countries of origin are welcome here. All sexual orientations and identities are welcome here. All genders are welcome here. All ages and abilities are welcome here. All colors are welcome here. And whether you're in the room or you're on YouTube with us today, you are very welcome here because we are motivated by a vision of a healthy, loving world that honors the infinite expression of diversity. Now, before we go into our vision and mission, can we share some more love with Karen Drucker? Thank you for waking us up with that music. We have a lot more Karen for you today. But I invite you now to join me in reading out loud our vision and our mission together. The Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that promotes global transformation through personal transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. We are motivated by a compelling global vision that inspires us to bring the gifts of compassion, integrity, and loving kindness to the world through our programs and teaching. Together, we are helping create a world that works for everyone. Nelson Mandela was committed to a better world, and he said, "To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." This statement echoes our commitment to compassionate engagement. in a world that works for the good of all. And February is both the month of love and the month of Black history, which legendary African-American performing artist Ella Fitzgerald links with these visionary words. Just don't give up what you're trying to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. At the center, we have 5 foundational spiritual practices that help us to achieve this vision, and each of them is anchored in love. And would you please read those out loud with me? Spiritual study, affirmative prayer, meditation, selfless service, spiritual circulation. We would now like to extend a very warm welcome to our first-time visitors. If it's your first time here, if you're willing, would you please stand or raise your hand? We would love to bring you a flower and a welcome packet as a token of our gratitude that you're with us today. Welcome. I know that somewhere between the music, the meditation, the prayer, the practices, and Dr. Karen Drucker's message today is exactly what you need to experience for the next step of your spiritual unfoldment. Please know you are very welcome here. I invite you now to sit back and relax and enjoy some music before a short time of silent contemplation and prayer.
So let me teach this little chant to you. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. It starts with you. Do it again. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Now think about someone you love and say to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, peaceful. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be, now let's give it to everyone in the room. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we, now go back to yourself. Put your hands over your heart if you want. Say, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Just that last line, may I be happy. And may I be, let's affirm and say, I am. And I am happy.
Love is the intention. Love is the journey. Love is the destination. That's how the living spirit works at all times, creating from love, loving its creation, endlessly, eternally, forever. And we are part of all that. Each of us is a creation of the divine. Each of us is capable of remembering that love conquers all. What a beautiful idea to come together in community to celebrate this great idea that love is all there is. And as we drink from that nectar, we infuse ourselves and pass it on to all we come in contact with. So surrendering this day to the powerful service of remembering love is all there is. I celebrate. I'm grateful. I'm happy about that. So I move this prayer then to the movement and activity of a law, which of course then manifests it as our experience today. What a blessing. And I let it all be done just like that. And so it is. Good morning. Nice to see you all. Please join me now in reading the affirmation of the day. A deep feeling of love infuses all I do and think.
Good morning. Brand new song with Jennifer Mann signing this with me. Love prevails and conquers all. Love divine, I hear its call. And when I lose myself and everything else fails, I remember love prevails. When I'm lost, gone astray, something in me knows that I will find my way. 'Cause there is a light to shine me home. Then I know I'm not alone, because love prevails and conquers all. Love divine, I hear its call. When I lose myself and everything else fails, I remember the love prevails. We're on a journey, we travel far. We're always searching for that guiding star. Why try so hard? Why search so high? When all we need is here, right here inside. And I know that love prevails and conquers all. Love divine, remember that love prevails. And it's the secret of the ages. Love is, it's the gift of seers and sages. Love is, it's the miracle that's gonna set us free. Love is you and me. Love prevails, conquers all. Love divine, I hear its call. When I lose myself and everything else fails, I remember love prevails. I remember love prevails. Can you sing love with me? Just say love, love, love is what we need right now. Say love, love, love is what's in this room right now. I feel love, love, love is what we need, just love, 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 just love, love prevails. Jennifer Mann right there. Thank you, band. They're so good. I have to tell you, I travel all around the country and I sing with many different bands, and a lot of times my songs turn out to be a polka. So when I play with them, I know I'm in good hands. So the lines for that song said, "When I lose myself and everything else fails, I remember that love is what's going to prevail." And the poet Nayyirah Washeed said, "I love myself, the quietest, simplest, most powerful revolution ever. I love myself." So I don't know about you, but it kind of feels like we need kind of a love revolution right now. Do you agree? So that's what I want to talk about today, is just love, 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 just big old love. Because we are in kind of some wacky times. And, I think that the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is it feels to me like when we allow our lights to shine, that's when love is going to prevail. When we allow ourselves to just love ourselves, come from that place of non-judgment, of being gentle, of being sweet, and being kind to ourselves, that's when we can do it to the world. And that's what I think we need right now. Amen, sister, say it. So I love this. I found this recently, and I just think it's just the sweetest thing. So there was a kindergarten teacher who wrote a little text to all the parents and her child in the class. And she said, "If your family is experiencing difficulty at home, I would like to provide additional support at school. I understand that you're not always able to share the details, and that's okay. But if your child is coming to school after a difficult night, morning, or weekend, please text me and just say, 'Handle with care.' Nothing else will be said or asked. This will just let me know that your child might need a little extra time and patience or help during the day." Now, I don't know about you, but it kind of feels to me like we could all be walking around these days with a little sign that just says, "Handle with care, please. I'm a little sensitive being with all that's going on in the world." And I think that it's really, this practice of learning and practicing every day I call it a love muscle. It's like lifting weights. You know, you got to, like, if you pick up 50 pounds the first time, you kind of shake, but if you keep doing it, you get better at it. And hopefully today I'll give you a few little tips and tools. But our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, love is within us. It cannot be destroyed. Denying love is our only problem. Isn't that a great line? Denying love is our only problem, and embracing it is the only answer. That's it, the only answer. Through the power of love, we can let go and begin again. Love heals, forgives, and makes us whole. Love that. So my question to you this morning is, when you woke up this morning and your little eyes awoke to the day, did you sashay into the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and go, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? What is the deal here? Look at this body. Oh my God, perfection. Did you do that? Anybody? Okay, I have to work. Okay, we got to work on this talk then. So, or did you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, wrinkles and what's this, and all that kind of stuff? Or, so here's the thing, did you say, these not so great things to yourself, but then were you hearing something? Did you hear a song in your head? Did you hear the Beatles singing, I'm gonna be sad, I think it's today? Or did you hear, or maybe you heard something positive like, how could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? Or did you hear Karen Drucker saying, you are the face of God, I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Or did you hear Linda Ronstadt singing, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good. And then she goes, I'm going to say it again. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. So the thing is, when you start your day looking in the mirror, having criticisms of yourself or hearing these negative messages, that's what starts your day. That's like the foundation of your day. So that's why I'm just so into this concept of starting your day with positive music, positive words, whatever you can do. You look in the mirror and make this a practice. So I have a little video to give you some examples. Are you ready for that? Can you play that little video for me?
Say, I am strong.
I am strong.
Say, I am smart.
I am smart.
Say, I work hard.
I work hard.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am respectful.
I am respectful.
Yeah. Say, I'm not better than anyone.
I'm not better than anyone.
Nobody's better than me.
No one's better than me.
I am amazing.
I am amazing.
I am great.
I am great.
What's your name?
Aaliyah Austin.
If you fall,
I get back up.
what are you?
I'm blessed.
Yes. Say, thank you, God,
Thank you, God,
for making me
for making me
the greatest.
the greatest.
There's nobody
There's nobody
better
better
than me.
than me.
Isn't that the sweetest? So I have a friend named Noreen. Noreen is from New York. And she taught me this exercise that she's been doing for 15 years, every single night. And she just calls it her love exercise. And what she does is every night she looks in the mirror and she gives affirmations. And she has to figure out all throughout the day what she's going to say that night. So, for example, she'll get in front of the mirror and she says, Noreen, I love you because you're beautiful and you're sensitive. And today I acknowledge you for the fact that when the person cut in front of you in line in the grocery store, you didn't give him the bird. No, you let him do it. And it was okay. Noreen, I love you because, and she'll go through this whole thing every single night. She said, even at one point she was sick and in the hospital, and she had the nurse come and give her a mirror so she could do it every night. So this is another little, self-love exercise you could do, that you just every night you think about, what did you do during the day that you want to acknowledge yourself for. I mean, I truly feel we have a issue with acknowledging ourselves, like with what Ernie said back there about denying love. You know, in my women's retreats, I do this fun exercise where you have to walk around, and it's called Drop and Give Me 20. And it doesn't mean we do a bunch of push-ups. What you have to do is you have to walk around and you have to go up to someone and say, I am whatever, beautiful. I'm a PhD scientist. I'm a great cook. I'm a great friend. And it's so amazing to me whenever I tell the women what the exercise is, you could see this look of fear come over their face, like, oh my God, what am I going to say? And this is really bad. But I really feel it's like one of the most powerful exercises. And I always say to them, you know, if you can't come up with 10 things right now that you feel proud about yourself, that you've accomplished, that you're standing in your power and saying, yes, this is who I am, you know, we got work to do. And so I think this idea of just every day lifting that weight and just looking in the mirror. I mean, you can even every morning you open up your eyes and go, good morning, little sweet one. How are you today? I mean, just give yourself some love before you start your day. It's going to make a difference. So I learned many years ago about this concept of the 6-second moment. And this is from Carolyn Mace. And she said that what we tend to do is something will happen to us and we'll have this moment, and this is usually in our childhood or whatever. It could be a good moment or a bad moment, but it could be a moment where you just go, oh, this is the way it works. This is now the belief system that I have. And you just sort of cement it. And I learned this story years ago of this woman who her 6-second moment literally saved her life because she made this decision in this moment of how she was going to change and how she was going to love herself. So there was this woman that she was a nurse in Kansas City. And when she was born, she had polio. And she grew up with just not a good body. Deformities and overweight, and just her body never worked for her. And she hated her body, just hated it. But what happened for her is she got diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. Do you know that, the ALS? And her quote was, she said, and she knew she had about 6 months to live. She said, since I'm dying anyway, why not use the short time I have to finally learn to love myself unconditionally? To finally learn, and her commitment to herself was, I am not going to leave this earth without loving myself. So what she did was she gave herself a daily practice of love. And what she did was she would stand in front of the mirror, naked, and try and find something that she loved about her body. Every day. This was her practice, every day. And every single day she couldn't find anything. And eventually now she's in a wheelchair. And now she's rolling herself in front of the mirror naked. I actually found out she did it like 3 times a day. And she still was not finding anything she liked. And the time was getting closer of her. She was just really deteriorating. And then one day, boom, 6-second moment, she said, this is it, I'm changing. And in that moment, she looked at her eyes and said, wow, you have beautiful eyes. And wow, people have always said you have nice hair. And wow, look at how my hands, without me even doing anything, can move. And from that place, it was that pivotal moment, that pivotal, like 1-degree shift, that she started to move in this direction of love. And in that moment, what happened for her was each day she would take that time and love herself a little bit more, love herself a little bit more. And guess what? She cured herself of this disease, of ALS. She's one of a handful of people that have cured herself from this. Even all these years later, she's still fine. And she quit her job as a nurse, and she became a minister with the idea of just love. What is love? And going out in the world and talking about gratitude and love. Isn't that great? So how in the world can we be so judgmental of ourselves when you hear a story like that? You know, it's like, oh, give it up. Cellulite, who cares? You know? Can I hear an amen on that? I mean, really. I mean, that song, how could anyone ever tell you? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. I mean, why do you think people cry every time that song is sung? Or when I sing my little song, You Are the Face of God, people in my retreats just turn into puddle cakes because it's like they're letting that shield down in that moment because, you know, we'll do a walk around exercise and people will look at each other and go, you are the face of God. And you could just see them just slowly start, their little hearts just start to open because they start to get, you're right, I am. So what is all this negative stuff? What is all this inner critic? So let me just talk about the inner critic. Anyone got one here, or should I just pass this part up? So your inner critic is so fast all the time to just jump in and give you every reason why you're not good enough. I mean, let's face it. I mean, the media, you know, we have 60,000 thoughts a day. How many of those thoughts are negative? How many thoughts are being controlled by the media saying you're not good enough, you're not skinny enough, you got to wear this outfit, you got to buy this car, you have to wear this makeup? So I learned something. So I learned if I just talk to my critic like it's this person, and in my case, her name is Zelda, and if I talk to Zelda and just go, look, you know, back off, I can have this relationship with her that I can say, all right, tell me what else you want to say about this. How else am I not good enough? Go ahead. Come on, bring it on. And she's a little bit like a 3-year-old kid, you know, before they fall asleep at night, they kind of run around in a circle, you know, and just have all this energy, and then all of a sudden they just kind of go plop. So you just go, okay, what else? What else? Okay, I'm not this, I'm not that. But here's what you do. I know you were there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. So they got it in the front row. Everyone practice this. Go. Get an attitude. You got to have an attitude now. You can't be like this. You have to be like, so I know you were there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. Because truly, the truth about you, what is the truth about you? What else? Face of God. What else? Perfection. Child of God. Beautiful, talented, smart. So when your inner critic is coming in, it's usually because it's threatened somehow. And here's a great reframe. If you're not hearing your inner critic, you might not be stretching enough. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? But, you know, usually it just kind of starts to just mouth off about stuff when you are starting to stretch, when you're growing on any level. But the truth is, there's nothing you need to do. You're perfection right now. All the classes you take and all the books you read and all the songs you sing and coming to church, that's all great. It just reminds you. It just reminds you of that truth that we just all kind of forget. I mean, we just do. It's just kind of life, you know. You're just kind of going along, everything's great, and then you just kind of veer off. But what happens? How do you come back? Well, you come back by coming to this church and you hear the truth about yourself. And then you go, oh, yeah, I remember, and that keeps you going. But it's how you bring yourself back is the key. Do you do it in a really sweet way? So that's why I wrote, I will be gentle with myself. So here's the thing. I want to just acknowledge for a moment that loving yourself and doing these kind things for yourself can be kind of a stretch sometimes, and you kind of can lapse. And I had that moment recently that I'll share in a vulnerable moment with you, that I did a women's retreat at Unity Village a few months ago. My 2 girlfriends were with me over there. And the conference organizer was so great, and she treated us so great. And I thought, well, you know, I'm going to do something really nice. I'm going to send her 24 roses. And so I was so excited about this that I sat down at my computer and I type out the whole thing and I go like this, and as soon as I hit send, and that next nanosecond I went, oh my God, I never put her address in there. I put my own. And I immediately go, like, you know, and then I think, oh, okay, just calm down. What you'll do, just make another order, put her address in, and then, call the company and go, I blew it. I put, I blew it. Fine, great. So I send, I do the thing to her, her order, and I call the company, and they're not there. And I write a thing saying, 30 seconds after I did this, I realized this, so I'm hoping you can refund my money and whatever. I get an email the next day, I'm sorry, we can't do that for you. And I am just beating myself up. I'm going, you are such an idiot. How could you do this? And then on top of that, I'm going, oh my God, you're the person who wrote, I will be gentle with myself. And then I'm even more shame on top of that. I'm going, you're a fraud. So now I'm going through all this stuff about the flowers. Well, finally the flowers come. And once again, 6-second moment where it's like in that moment I thought, I opened up the flowers, these beautiful red roses, and I'm thinking, you could either, every time you go by these flowers, you could just be beating yourself up. Or you could say, what an affirmation of love to yourself. You did a good job. You're a good person. This is your little love thing to yourself. And I hope you did that on Valentine's Day, by the way. Did you do something sweet for yourself? And if you didn't, you could do a Valentine's redo today. Go do something to, forget the spouse, forget what, chocolate to yourself, flowers to yourself, whatever you need. Go get a massage, whatever. But every time I went by those flowers, I just kept going, I love myself. I'm giving myself this gift. And I'm trying to do that more and more. But, it's a habit. It's turning it into a new habit. And, my mother taught me something so interesting about looking in the mirror. My mother worked at home, and every day she'd put on a full thing of makeup every morning. And at one point I said to her, Mom, why are you doing this? Like, nobody even sees you. You're home alone all day just working at home. And she said, when I go by the mirror, I see myself, and that's the most important person. Great lesson. And the other lesson I learned is that we shouldn't wait to love ourselves. We shouldn't wait. I had a friend years ago who passed away, a really close friend of mine, and I remember being in that memorial and hearing everybody stand up and say, oh my God, he was so generous and kind and talented and, just on and on and on. And I was struck with sitting there going, oh my God, I wish he could hear this. But he was one of these people that even if anybody did tell him when he was there, he had such a shield. His 6-second moment was made at a place of just, I'm unworthy, and I'm going to keep proving that to myself. And like when people would give him compliments, it would just bounce off. And I remember coming home that day being so struck with the idea of how often do we do that? How often is love actually coming to us that, like Ernest said, we deny it. We don't fully just go, thank you, and just really let it in. And I came home that day and I just wrote this little song that said, if only you could see yourself as other people do, you would see the light of love that shines to everyone. You would understand the reason why people care for you. You would see that. You would know that you are loved. Anais Nin said, my mission, should I choose to accept it, is to find peace with exactly who and what I am, to take pride in my thoughts, my appearance, my talents, my flaws, and to stop this incessant worrying that I can't be loved just as I am. So I invite you today to not play the when I game, when I lose the weight, when I get the soulmate, when I get the job, when I get the whatever it is, then I'll. I invite you right now to make a 6-second decision, like boom, like that. Today I change. Today I change that habit. And when my critic comes up, I just say, back off. Because the truth about me is I'm worthy. The truth about me is I'm lovable. And so I want to give you another way that you can look in the mirror and love yourself. I am seen, I am heard, and I am loved for who I am. I am enough, I am complete, I am loved. Can you sing that with me? I am seen, I am seen, I am heard, I am heard, I am loved for who I am. I am enough, I am enough, I am complete, I am complete, I am loved, I am loved. Do that again. I am seen, I am heard, I am loved for who I am. I am enough, I am complete, I am loved. I am. Now think about someone in your life that maybe doesn't quite grasp this concept yet. Put them in your mind's eye and send them some love right now by saying, you are seen. You are seen, you are heard, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are enough, you are complete, you are complete, you are loved. You are. Now if you feel comfortable, look around the room and say, you are seen, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are enough, you are complete, you are complete, you are loved. You are. Let's give it to everybody and say, we are. And we are seen, and we are heard, and we are loved for who we are. We are enough, we are enough, we are complete, we are complete, we are loved. We are. Now give it to yourself one more time. I am seen, I am heard, I am heard, I am loved, I am loved for who I am. I am enough, I am complete, I am loved, I am loved. Just that last line. I am loved. So repeat after me. I am seen and I am heard. There's nothing I need to do, nothing I need to change. Who I am is perfect, whole and complete. And the truth about me is, I'm fabulous. Thank you for listening.
I know you all have more love to give Karen, right? Okay. I invite us all now to take a nice deep breath, breathing in, let out a big sigh. And we use our breath to help us to transition to our practice of spiritual circulation. And our community is supported by, and you can hold that mirror up that Karen was talking about, it's supported by you, it's supported by us. We exist here because of all of the love, the support, and the generosity of the amazing people that are in this community. So if you choose to give financially today, we have a number of ways that you can give. The first, you can go on our website, cslsr.org/donate, if you'd like to give online. We have have text to give, and you can send a text message to the phone number on the slide there, and the first time it will walk you through how to set it up, and then every subsequent time you can put in the number 1, you can put in the number 1 million, and it will automatically apply that donation. And by the way, if you ever need to update your payment option on that, you can just send a text message to that number that says update, just the word update, and then it will let you update that. It's something we found out recently. And we are going to pass the baskets today. So I invite our ushers to stand and to hold this sacred space. And I invite you to hold your gift close to your heart and repeat after me. I bless my gift. I send it forth to heal and prosper. It does wonderful work in the world. And so it is. Ushers, please receive the gift.
1, 2, 3. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Oh, God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I ever need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything, everything. And love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Let's go back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Repeat that line. God gives me everything. God gives me everything I need. Do that again. God gives me You hearing what you're saying? God gives me everything. God gives me when it seems like everything's a little bit hard. Bring it on down, even more. Bring it down, bring it down. God gives me everything. Every little thing, every little thing. Everything, 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 everything. From the top of the sun, God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Here we go. God gives me everything I need.
Thank you again for all the gifts that you share with us. Dr. Edward once told me that one of the most frequently requested topics in our community is, how can I learn about forgiveness? So he listened and he prepared an all-new 4-week curriculum to explore just what forgiveness is, what it isn't, what the common blocks are to forgiveness, and how adopting an attitude of forgiveness can lead to freedom. That class starts this Tuesday, and that's going to be in person here at the center as well as on Zoom. Now, I have a question for you. What comes to mind when you hear these phrases? Radical self-love, belonging without othering, meditation is more than you think, understanding trauma in ourselves, radical journaling. These are some of the juicy topics for our upcoming classes, workshops, and book studies. And if you're interested in unlocking and sharing more love with yourself and with others, or if you want to develop a compassionate approach to inclusion, or if you want to embrace meditation but maybe need a helping hand, or if you want to learn to love those parts of yourself that maybe are hurting, or if you want to free your mind through journaling, then one of these classes is calling to you. So let me say them again. Radical Self-Love with Krista McAtee, Belonging Without Othering with Reverend Tara Steele, Meditation is More Than You Think with Reverend Scioto Bell, Understanding Trauma in Ourselves with Jan Swoboda and Reverend Scioto Bell, and Radical Journaling with me, Russ Laguerre, your assistant minister. Now, I have all of the information about these classes and workshops and how you can sign up, so I invite you to come and talk to me after service is over today, and we can talk about your spiritual education and what your goals are. And by the way, that radical self-love, you don't have to wait for that because that workshop is today at 1 o'clock. So you can, if you're here, you can go over to Oliver's and get some brunch and come right on back. And Krista will share some radical self-love with you. And by the way, walk-ins are welcome. So if you haven't signed up, don't worry. We'll be taking sign-ups right at the door. Okay, nurturing our community is an event where you host a creative dinner, and then we, the community, bid on it, with all of those bids coming back to help to support our center. Now, for example, I'm imagining this event. You've just finished cooking a brilliant 3-course meal. All of your place settings are on the table. The candles are lit, and your dining room is filled with an air of anticipation. You hear the doorbell ring and it's your first guest. You ask them for the password. They reply to you, "Ernie sent me." You open the door and standing before you is a smiling face decked out in their best 1920s regalia, ready for a speakeasy-themed dinner. This, or something just like it, could be what you do. And if that idea of hosting a dinner is exciting to you, then talk to one of our Nurturing Our Community team. They are sitting right outside of the sanctuary. You cannot miss them on the way out. They're wearing white aprons. And learn about being a host or a co-host for one of these events. This week is the last week to bring in books for our Sharing Our Books event, which I want to give some love to our fabulous Tamira here and everybody who has been working on putting this together. We have an entire room that is filled to the brim with books, and they've been organizing everything by category. That's no small feat because there are a lot of books there. So if you have books that you are wanting to donate and find a new home, you're done reading them and you'd like them to have somebody else to love them, you can bring them here up until Wednesday this week, the 19th. Oh, I heard Dr. Karen Drucker talking about hosting these workshops and these retreats. I hear you've got one coming up. Can you tell us about that?
I do, on March 8th. You know what March 8th is? International Women's Day. What a day to come together as women and celebrate each other and sing and meditate and pray and all that kind of good stuff. So there are flyers out in the lobby, and I hope you'll join us. It's 9:30 to 3. So please come.
And that'll be right here in our, we're doing it in Wagoner. Yeah, it'll be right there in Wagoner Hall at our center. So you can find all the information and registration details for these events on our website, CSLSR.org. Now, that's all that I have for announcements today. Our friend Astra Fox has an invitation for you, though, and I invite you to hear what she has to say.
I would like to invite you on a journey into your joyful purpose. Hi, I'm Astra Fox, and I am deeply honored to welcome you to a very special evening of empowering music, community, and transformation. On Friday, February 21st at 7 p.m., I'm celebrating the release of my new album, My Own Medicine. This will be more than just a concert. It will be a shared, sacred experience, a unique opportunity to immerse yourself in music medicine that uplifts your spirit and nourishes your soul. Together, we'll journey through the original songs from my new album, which I will be performing live with an incredible band, including the amazing Christopher Frici. This album was created with a powerful intention to serve as a spiritual tool for healing, inspiration, and empowerment. Each song is a piece of spiritual medicine, lovingly crafted to guide you through themes of courage, passion, and to step boldly into the life you are meant to create. I am thrilled to share the magic of this music with you and to celebrate this milestone with my community here at the Center for Spiritual Living Santa Rosa. I know that you will leave this event feeling inspired, deeply connected, and fully empowered to embrace your joyful purpose. I look forward to sharing this sacred musical journey with you. Let's step into our joyful purpose together on February 21st. See you there.
Thank you, Astra, for bringing that concert to us. And if you didn't hear, that's this Friday. So make sure you get your tickets today. And it's going to be a wonderful event. All right, it is time to close out our service. I invite you to stand as you're able and willing and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I accept it. Just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Please know with me that you are never alone, that Spirit is right where you are, that you have only to look within at any moment to know that you're guided, sustained, and inspired by a presence that expresses itself as you in this world. In deepest gratitude, let us live our lives accordingly so that in everything that we do and we say and we think, we honor this presence within. And so it is. Have a wonderful week. Please take advantage of our after-service prayer, and we'll see you soon.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. One more time. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. 3 times now. We are making a new world now. That line again. We are making